Hey Ma, do you know what burst my bubble?
What bursts your bubble, Andrew?
Living in a Fantasyland.
Well, living in a fantasy.
So there's a book by Joanne Greenberg called I Never Promise You a Rose Garden.
Yeah.
In the book, Joanne Greenberg is alone in her head.
Right.
And she creates a daydream land that's only real in her head.
Okay.
Actually, I think she calls it yours. She's a god of this fantasy universe. While my fantasy land isn't exactly like Joanne Greenberg's, because, I guess, the celebrities that I think are madly in love with me, and, like the daydreams, I guess they are real people. But, basically solitude, deprived of human interaction, led to me living in a fantasy land. And the key to recovery is living in the real world, having human interaction.
That's correct. And let me ask you a question. The people in the real world, do they reach out to you?
Yeah, I know because, I was pouring my life down the drain, wasting time, alone at home, deprived of a life. My psychiatrist recommended the Fountain House, which is a psychosocial clubhouse for severe mental health challenges.
Yeah.
And,
Have you met friends there?
In August of 2019, I met the first real friends of my life. And, prior to meeting, and, obviously, I haven't really been going since 2021. But, for the first time in my life in 2019 and 2021, I had a life, because I feel like my entire life I've been deprived of human interaction. And for the first time in my life, I was communicating. I had real world life. And, obviously, it's April 30th, 2022. And, I've been living in a Fantasyland for most of 2022.
Okay, so what does that tell you as an individual? What does that tell you?
The key to recovery is going back, do really anything in the real world. A job, a comedy class, an acting class.
I heard you performed on a stage.
A psychosocial clubhouse. But you know what? The key to recovery is human interaction. The key to recovery is living in the real world. The key to recovery isn't isolating and staying home in solitude, because that's only going to lead to a daydream world like Joanne Greenberg.
And the key to recovery is you. You are the one that needs to do it. Nobody else can do it for you. That's
right. You need to take charge of your life. You can't expect a parental figure. You can't expect friends. You need to be independent. And when your parents get older and they can no longer enable Wonderland or whatever you want to call it, you're going to be in store for a rude awakening. So get independent before your parents can no longer take care of you.
And that is what it is.
And that is what it is.